Hey there everybody, welcome back to Taco's Virtual Mode here for our Talk About It Friday. I'm very glad that you tuned in today so you can listen and hear all the great questions that we had from this week. And boy, you can really tell Christmas is right around the corner with the way the questions are going. So stick around and hear what we have to say today. So here we go! Alright friends, like I said, a lot of the questions today are coming in about Christmas, but the first one is about the last holiday that we just experienced, which was Thanksgiving. And the question is simply, how was your Thanksgiving? So friends, my Thanksgiving was pretty great. It was not like your typical Thanksgiving. I was not able to get together with the typical family members that I would. Usually I get together with my mom's side of the family and we have this big party down at my uncle's house and everybody comes and we get to see each other. And it's the first time that we usually get to see each other in a really long time, and then we get to see each other in the holiday season. But obviously this year has changed many of those things. So we weren't able to get together this year. However, I was able to get together with my immediate family, so my mom and my dad and my brother, and we went up to my family's house and got to spend some of the holiday together. I was able to help my mom and dad decorate their house for Christmas, which I know they really enjoyed, but I don't think they know how much I enjoyed it because I love decorating my home house for Christmas because it's one of my
favorite times of the year.
And I love how the house ends up looking. So yeah, it was all in all kind of, a holiday where I wish I could have been with the people that I love and with the family members that I haven't seen in a really long time, and I would love to catch up with them. But all in all, it was still pretty great when I got to get together with my immediate family and see my brother and my parents.
Help them get into the holiday spirit.
So that's how my Thanksgiving was. All right, friends, and the second question that we have for today is one about Christmas. And now you'll see the theme about what I mean when they're all going to be kind of around the Christmas and this holiday season. And the question is, what is one of your must-haves for Christmas? So friends, I understand that Christmas and the holiday season, there's always these kinds of traditions that every family does. And sometimes you feel like they have to go a certain way and they have to be this certain thing, like whether it be like you go to grandma's or something like that, or you make this certain thing on Christmas Day, or you do something on Christmas Eve, or you have your Christmas tree, or you do something with your friends for the holidays. So there are always these traditions that pop around here. But one thing that for me, I feel like is almost a must-have when I wake up on like a Christmas morning
is there has to be snow.
I love to have snow. So when it comes to winter, I'm kind of that person where it's like if snow is here for the holidays and it extends just into the new year and gets a little bit of us, and then once the end of January comes, the snow can be gone. That's the way I think. But the essential is that it has to be around for Christmas. It's not a Christmas feeling without snow. It has to be that wintry feeling. You have to feel like you're getting snow. So some of the best Christmases I've had are when it snows on Christmas Eve, and there have been a few. But last year was my first year down in southern Wisconsin. Not to say that northern and southern Wisconsin are very different, but last year there wasn't any snow down here where we lived. We got hit with a Halloween snowstorm, but it all melted and wasn't around here. But thankfully, I was able to go up north to my family's house where I just was for Thanksgiving, and they had snow. So I was still able to take in that snow for Christmas. But I really do hope for the sake of Christmas and the holiday season that we do get some snow on the ground, because that is what I would say is my Christmas must-have. All right, friends, we're rolling into the this or that questions, figuring out more of our holiday season and what we'd like to have for our holiday season. These questions will revolve around that. And so the first question is, do you prefer having a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree? So this is also, it's a heated debate amongst some people. They really like to have real Christmas trees. They like to have the smell of a real Christmas tree, or they like to have like a fake tree and have the hassle be gone. And so for me, I've always grown up with a fake Christmas tree. And for right now in my life, I feel like I want to continue to go with a fake Christmas tree. Because when you think about a fake Christmas tree, you can have them these days where they are looking more realistic and you can buy them. They're kind of more expensive, but still you can have a nice fake Christmas tree and still get that real effect. They have those little scent things that you can put in your tree so that they still smell like a Christmas tree.
And you know what?
With a real Christmas tree, you have all the work. You have to keep it alive. And with a fake Christmas tree, like the one I have up in my apartment right now, I don't have to have the anxiety of taking care of another being, because the Christmas tree really is the center of, your house if you have a Christmas tree, if you celebrate in the holidays. The Christmas tree is kind of the center, and so you would have to keep it alive. And with a fake Christmas tree, you don't really have to do that. There's no maintenance unless a light bulb were to go.
That's really it.
So for me, I would stay away, even though Christmas trees are really cool and it would be really nice to have a real Christmas tree. I'm going to stay away from the real Christmas tree, and I'm going to take the easy route with a fake Christmas tree. All right, friends, and our second question I know is a heated debate in my family amongst me and my brother and my mom and dad, and that is the question of, would you prefer colored lights on your Christmas tree, or would you prefer white lights on your Christmas tree? Now, friends, like I said, this has been a heated debate in my family. So before I give you my answer, I'm going to give you a little story about what was happening this weekend while I was at home. So actually, I'm going to give you my answer in this little breakdown. My brother really likes colored lights. And now for me, I think as I've grown up, I really like to have white lights on a Christmas tree. I like color lights, they're really fun, but ever since I've gotten older, I feel like white lights are more elegant. So there's this battle between me and my brother where he likes colored lights and I like white lights. And while we were at home, we set up my mom and dad's Christmas tree. And the cool thing about my mom and dad's Christmas tree is the lights on the tree can go from colored lights to white lights. And they can actually have a setting where they do both, where they go from colored to both. And it's kind of crazy with all the lights. But there's this little button that you can press on the bottom of the tree that can give you colored lights or can give you white lights. So the entire weekend while we were up with my mom and dad having a wonderful time of safely gathering, we were constantly changing the lights back and forth.
My brother would wake up, he'd change them to colored. When I would wake up, I would change them to white. When we would get up to go for lunch, he'd change it back to colored. When I'd get up and go for lunch, I'd change it back to white. When Lance had to go and run and go to the store or something like that, I would change it back to white.
These things were happening the entire weekend. My mom was worried that the lights were going to go out because we kept
Changing them back and forth.
But I would say for this question that I definitely prefer white lights. I love colored lights for like outside and doing things like fun for Christmas. But if you're going to put them on your Christmas tree, I prefer that thing to look really
elegant.
And I think that's what you get when you have white lights on your Christmas tree rather than colored lights. It's more of the playful type, but I would rather have a sophisticated tree, I guess is the way I'm going. I know that this is probably a heated debate for some of you and your families, and I'm going to be with the people on the white light side of this thing. So that is my answer for that. I'm sorry for the colored lights people. I still enjoy colored lights, but on the Christmas tree, I'm just going to go with white lights. There we go. All right, friends, and I wanted to end today by still talking about the ornaments that we have and that we are making for the Era Senior Network. If you have watched which was 2 weeks ago, the last Talk About It Friday, we talked about how Tacos is making ornaments for the Era Senior Network. At Christ Our Savior, right now there was a bucket outside on the right bench of the east entrance. You can go up to it. You can take from the left side of the bucket. There are prepackaged ornament supplies. You can bring them home, and all you'll need is glue to assemble these things. And they have like pipe cleaners and things. You can figure out a way to make them however you want. There are snowman heads, there are reindeer, there are snow people, and there are snowflakes. All the supplies that you need are in there. Otherwise, you can also go out and buy your own supplies and have the ornaments there that you make. But I have supplies at church. You can go to church, pick it up, bring it home, make the ornaments, then bring them back to that same bucket, and on the right side you can dump. You'll see that the bucket is clearly marked for pick up and drop off. So you can pick the ornaments up, bring them home, and then bring them back. And we need to have these ornaments done by December 10th so that we can get them to them, because the Era Senior Network is having a Christmas drive-through where they're going to be handing out all sorts of Christmas things for the people of the Era Senior Network. And that is our hope to be part of this. I know I have been hard at work making some ornaments. Here are some of the ornaments that I've been making while I've been at home. I've been making the reindeer, I've been making the snowflakes, and I've been making all kinds of fun things with the pipe cleaners. But yes, you have the supplies there at church if you need it. Go ahead and go to church, pick up the supplies, bring them back home, make them, and then bring them back to church. There are plenty of ornaments there. So get to work and have a lot of fun this holiday season and help bring some joy to those around the Era Senior Network and those who are within the Senior Network and all those seniors who probably need some joy right now in this crazy world that we have for this holiday season. So that is what I leave you with. We are still making ornaments until December 10th. Make sure you pick them up and bring them back. So that is it. I'm glad that you were able to sit down for these few minutes and chat with me about what you have for your questions. And I will see you next week as we get back into some motivation on Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you later.